I like this brother here. This is a good man. Yes, stand up, brother. When you hear him on the radio, they don't like him. He's on the right radio station now, whack radio. Now, I think we can trust a man like this. But I would put a few good people with him, and let's set up a national treasury. Listen. Listen. How many dollars do we throw away in foolishness? So if we set up a national treasury for the ownership of land, housing, and farming, and business. Now watch. Do you know 1,300,000 people in Trinidad and Tobago? Suppose they put aside $2 a week. That's only what? In US dollars, that ain't nothing, right?
33 cents.
33 cents is a TT dollar?
33 cents US, $2. $2 Trinidad.
$2 Trinidad dollars is 33 cents.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let's call them TT dollars. Suppose enough of us decided to put aside $2 a week in a national treasure. Just say 500,000 of us did it. Or just the people that live in East Port of Spain and others who want to see business. Say it is 50,000 people, $2 a week. In 1 week, what do you have? 100,000 TT. That ain't much. But multiply it by 1 month. That's 400,000. Multiply it by 1 year. Now you got several millions of TT dollars. Well, how much them little shacks in East Port of Spain cost? They don't cost. How much would you buy a house like that for? 150,000 what?
TT. For an abandoned house.
For an abandoned house. Let me tell you, you could give them all for they can't refuse. Everything is negotiable. You buy the place back and own it. How many of these young people want to learn a trade? And you got plumbers, you got carpenters, you got brick masons, you got all kind of talent. You take the young people that are out there killing each other, put them beside a carpenter that knows, put them beside a plumber that knows, put them beside a brick mason and electrical man that knows, and all of a sudden the young are learning. They ain't got time for gang banging now. They're building a house. They take an old abandoned house and together you build it up and then sell it and put the money back in a treasury and give the little soldiers who help you build. Give them something so that they don't have to sell no drugs, but they're becoming the owners of their community. And if you own enough land, get into agriculture. And you start farming and start feeding yourself what you grow. There's so much that you can do. Trinidad, that when you go away from the shoreline, how is the water? Is it dirty or?
Not as clean as in the other islands.
Not as clean as in what other island?
Most of the other islands in the Eastern Caribbean.
Come close so they could hear you, brother. Man talk a lot of sense, you know. What did you say?
Well, the waters around Trinidad, at least from what I've observed, are not as clean as the waters around most of the other islands, where the water is light blue. Ours is kind of dark green. So.
All right, stay right there. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that you need to understand is Trinidad is rich, but as an individual nation, she's plucked off by the International Monetary Fund or the World Bank or the IDB. All these banking institutions that loan you money to improve your airport, improve this, build that. You know, the Chinese got a lot of money, you know. They own America, you know that, right? So they got 350 billion, you know, extra little dollars to spend. So I understand they built this beautiful place. They did? Did the Chinese build it?
Yes, sir.
Did they gift it to you?
No, sir.
You're paying them?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, China, you could do better, man. They're getting a little farmland, you notice? Chinese buying land. Chinese buying big land in America. Well, we know the Chinese history. One day we will approach them. We got to get our land back. And you will when you got the right politics. Now, I'm going to say this, that he who is the architect of your freedom has the right to dictate the future of the nation until the people have their own self-interest awakened and know exactly what they should do. Now, your mother, your father, there was no democracy in that house. Talk to me. What was mama? A loving dictator. You better be in by 7 o'clock, you know. No, you can't sleep in that room. This is the one I got for you. These are the clothes I'm buying for you to wear. Yes, mother. Yes, daddy. Dictatorship. But all the time, she's putting in you the values that when she is no longer there, you can operate on your own because your mother and your father taught you the right values. Kwame Nkrumah was the architect of Ghanaian liberation. He had the right to dictate. Muammar Gaddafi was the author of Libyan liberation. He had the right to dictate. Oh, these white people telling you he was a dictator. This is terrible. The white man don't have to dictate. He know you're dumb enough, he could just suggest it to you.
Yes, sir.
And make you think the idea is yours. You're following somebody's dictates right now, and evidently it's the wrong ones. So our unity, listen, we can buy back our land. Our unity, pooling our dollars. Now you got some rich Trinidadians. I see one up there. Nice brother of ours. He got money. He wants to see us own lots of land. He will help. There are other rich Trinidadians that will help. But let me say to my brother, no, listen. I respect my brother, and I have hope in him. No, listen to me. Just listen. Just listen. See, as long as you keep buried in yesterday, you'll never know if there's been a change today. Now listen.
Right.
Some of you, go pick up your Bible. Paul was once a persecutor of Christians. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But when Paul had an experience with Christ, the same man that persecuted Christians, the same man that didn't act as we thought he should have, he turned and he became the greatest apostle of Jesus. So if you keep beating up people because of yesterday and not helping them to be better today, then go home and beat the hell out of yourself, because you haven't been nothing yesterday either. And we're asking you to make a change in your life. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum. I understand we have 500 people outside listening, and I want to thank them. Let's go home and make a difference. Let's go back home and start loving your children, loving your neighbor, loving one another, and we'll change this reality. Thank you so much, and may God bless you until we meet again. Assalamu alaikum.
Let's please keep the applause going for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.